It's been a while since I last been here, since I last uploaded a big boy video like this one. I know, yes, I know what you're saying. Oh, but it took you 6 months to make a whole new mask. Yes, I know. And guess what? I got a life. But I'm being for real. I honestly didn't know what to do. It's been definitely a ride making this new mask, learning new techniques, making new things, using new materials. There's been a learning curve. I really hope to say that this video will be a good one. As you can see, I have already been doing stuff in the background, and you didn't even notice. This is a pre-recorded message right here. Look at me trying test fitting the jaw that I don't end up using. Isn't that sad? You know, big problem. It's always the jaw that gets me. It's always the jaw that's never good with these masks. It's always the jaw. Sometimes it barely works, sometimes it doesn't work at all. In this case, this jaw does not work, and I'm honestly done with this mask. Maybe I'll make another short fixing it, because I have a few ideas on how to make it. Alright, so this is the eyelid right here, and as you can see, that's the shell. Hey, do not make your mask with cardboard. I made that mistake multiple times, and it is not a good one. You gotta make it out of nice, hard, but breathable material. Cardboard is not breathable. You will die of heat stroke within an hour. Trust me. I did not enjoy wearing this mask. That's why I have not wore it at all, besides fitting it on my head. And guess what? It fits. So now I'm trying to fit everything on. As you can see, it looks good, but doesn't work good. This is the bottom of the eyelid. Alright, he has both eyelids now. Top one completely done. Bottom one still not done. Just fitting it on. Those eyes are gonna get replaced anyway. I don't know why I'm keeping them on. As you can see, the jaw is perfectly aligned, and the mask is going good so far. We got the eyelid right here. Closes, opens, closes. Perfect symmetry, my friend. Look at that. The eye move. All intended purposes. All intended. As I say, I don't know why I keep doing that. Now I got both eyes, and now I am covering up the eyelids with felt, and I'm making the hinges. Do I care on painting the cardboard? No. Does it work? Yes. Does it look ugly? Yes. But hey, I can give two craps about whether it looks good or not. As long as it works, which it does. Works perfectly fine. Oh, look at this goofy guy with his eyelids. Next, now we will be covering the whole mask. More material. We're doing the jaw first, as it should be. Now the bottom of the jaw is completely covered. Now let's cover up the sides. Alright, now we got the sides. It's looking good so far. Now I'm gonna trim around the edges and fit it on the mask. You know, I don't know why I keep putting it on the mask, but hey, I keep putting it on the mask. Let's see. Ooh, it looks nice. Newsflash, that's the jaw that doesn't work. Too heavy. We got here. We are covering the sides of the face now. Getting some more material. Now he looks like he's almost done. He's looking really good from afar. I'm retrofitting the teeth now. Now as we put more and more material around the back. I'm using car sponges that I got at Dollar Tree. They don't sell them at my local Dollar Tree anymore, so I ended up going to Hobby Lobby and picking up a pack of foam. It's not the right size, but I ended up just trimming it around and smoothing it out in the end. So, along with the burns that I gave my poor hands, the battle scars I endured, it ended up taking me a few days just to cover the whole head with the foam. So I covered the head with the foam. Now I'm adding foam blocks to it to give him more of a cheeky little smile. And now comes the fun part, rounding it all out. So What is this? Oh, yes, the eyelids. Now, the eyelids were particularly easy. Although they are not perfectly centered, they do work perfectly. They are in good condition. He can frown, he can smile, he can look surprised, he can look mad. Now we're covering up the ear holes where I will be making slots. And now we're finally covering up the face with some material. This is right before I learned how to stitch, so yeah, the muzzle is glued on, which is not one of my best moments, but it is a moment that I had to endure. Well, as you can see, I'm just like dabbing a bit drops of glue because I'm a greedy mother effer, trying to save on glue, patting it down, it's looking good. Now trimming that off, making it clean, clean it up, looking good. As we go along with the pins, covering it all up, pulling out the pins now, one at a time. Once again, looking at the material. This is now a new material that I'm using. It's called foam clay, and I will be using this for the nose. That lump, I'll round it out, smooth it out. So I made this into a massive ball. Smushing it out. It took about 2 days to dry fully, and we're cutting to the dry part, and me trying to gloss it. Oh, right, I forgot. That's poo-poo. Did not have any left. Now onto the ears. This part wasn't fun at all. The ears are too heavy for the mask. They flop around way too much. Next time I will make them out of foam. Should have learned that mistake with Spring Bonnie, but I guess I learned it this time, so I still covered it up with some yoga mats to make it a little soft. Covered up that. This is when I learned how to sew. So the first ear I didn't sew. I just glued it on. Back to my old ways. This is the second ear now, and I will sew this one. So as I trim the bottom to make it look metallic, make a hole in the middle. Now you can see I'm sewing it. Yes, I'm pretty decent at it now, as one would be if after practicing for a little bit. This was my first time actually sewing a whole ear. Now I'm gonna place on that little piece of felt, put 2 springs, wrap around the springs to make it look like it's just one bar. Burning myself casually. Now that it looks good, I'm going to add a stick for support. But probably not here, because, there we go. You know, you learn from your mistakes. I can't stress that enough. Now I'm cutting little pieces of cardboard. Little strips. And I'll use that to block off the ear for it can sit properly and not fall through the layers, and it could slide. A little dab of glue, the cardboard, carefully, because I don't want to bend it. Pull that little thread of glue. More threads of glue. Alright, retrofitting the ears on the head. They look good. Oh, after taking the measurements from the head, it turned out that it was 32 inches from the muzzle all the way to the front of the face, and it was 15 inches from the muzzle going up horizontally into the top of the head where I put the magnets. So here I have my whole roll of fabric that I bought for this project. As you can see, I marked over 32 inches on this sheet, and I have to talk quietly because it is currently 1 in the morning. Okay, so how to mark the 15 inches. There we go. Pretty good. Alright, now I have to cut the whole sheet. Hopefully, and not mess up. Wish me luck. Yeah, so 10 minutes later, and I screwed up big time. Let me show you. So, outstretched, you see. Alright, first of all, I started here. From this point here, this is 15 inches by 32. I messed up. I went down. I started going down on an incline and I didn't notice until I got here. And I don't know. I just might be screwed. But who knows, hopefully I could still save it. I hope. Now that I have the material for the head ready, I will start adding it to the head. But right before that, I'm on the side quest to find some springs for the ears to attach them on properly, and they will have some recoil on them. So I'm looking here through a box of springs that I found at the store. Alright, I found the perfect one. Some extension springs. I'll attach them to the sticks. That's part of the plan. Alright, I found 1, 2, and back to the main quest. As I finally wrap the head halfway, for the most part. Tucked it inside, I cleaned it up a little bit. Now I'm pulling the material to see how it stretches across the head, as I see if there's any imperfections in the foam underneath. As I see from this point, I believe I found a lot of imperfections. Well, looks like the head isn't perfectly symmetrical, as I am mad here. So I will get more material for the front of the face, cut that piece out, if I can wrap around on top of the head, measuring it out on both of the head and the material. Now that I have to cut it out, I wasn't too happy about that apparently. Laid on the head, I will have to do some cutting, but small sacrifices require the strongest wills, as one beautiful man once said. Now I will start sewing the head meticulously all around, pulling the thread and needle, trying not to poke my finger, which I did many a times. Sometimes I even bled. Unfortunately, it's part of the sacrifice when you do what I do in my line of work. Slowly progressing through the head. As I sew the needle, thread it through slowly at a time. I am not happy as I notice more imperfections on the head. Yeah, I am not one happy guy at the moment, as I felt a bump. Now I will have to add more and more material to make it smooth and round. Look at that. And I'm not too happy while looking through my materials to find some more padding. But for the moment, we will continue the stitching. As I look, pulling and lots of pulling. There was lots of pulling involved. Pulling the thread through, I believe this is called the ladder stitch. Lots more cutting too. The final little bit in the back. Alright, not too bad, not too hard. Just get some more thread and needle. And boom, just like that, I'm almost done. Aren't I an artist? I'm such a genius too. Come on, what are you doing, little buddy? That side is done. Now we gotta add some more padding on the other side. Oh right, I added a roll of foam clay. For it to look more smooth. Ooh, someone's looking beautiful. One side more than the other, but still looking very beautiful. Alright, now I'm gonna try to stitch the other side together with one hand as I hold the other with the camera. Come on, there we go. All I had to do was just cut. Boom. Just like that, we're almost done with the head. Yes, sir. Alright, now I pull the back. When I did it on one threading. Oh, look at me, I'm so strong. And you can barely even tell in real life too. Now that we got Fredbear all symmetrical and perfect, I'm gonna sit here and admire it for a moment. God damn, I outdid myself this time. As to the naked human eye, it looks all perfect. Nothing to complain about on my end. I'll measure out the mouth to cut out a whole nother bunch of fabric. Now I'm measuring the bottom about 10 inches. To be safe, I'm gonna go with 11. Just like that, we cut to the new fabric, all cut out. Right, it looks like I retrofitted it on with pins. Looking how that works. It's looking nice and flush with the jaw. There we go. Well, I pull the thread and needle close. As I pull this, looking to see if it's perfectly aligned. Some scraps right there. Needle and thread, finally threading the bottom of the jaw as I connect both pieces together, pulling it little by little. It's not very easy with one hand, but I get the job done, just about. Yep, this is really a A+ camera ship right here. As I pull the thread, oh look at that. Oh my, look at my nice little claw hands right there. Alright, shoot, well, that's that. And the jaw is done. Now, time for the teeth. We admire the sides. Yeah, come on, cut to the chase. Alright, we're gonna need something for the teeth to stick onto, so I put this piece of leather right here. Yeah, I get it, it looks good. Put on the nose too. Might as well, you know, as we're finishing this project along. You know, just might as well cut in between takes. Now, oh look, I got all the teeth on there. Wow. Oh, that's right. Look at all those beautiful teeth. Look at them. Beautiful teeth. As I admire the mask, as at this point we're almost done. As I gloss the nose, looking shiny. Now we're gonna add new eyes. These are the old ones. Because screw these old ones. There we go. Look at these. Look at that, compared to the old ones were just horrible, deteriorating. Alright, so I could say, once and for all, that I'm finally done with this project. Has it been a good ride? No. Has it been a pain in the ass? Yes. Right here, we have good old Fredbear. One of my biggest masks I've ever made. Pain in the butt to do. Took a long time to make, and what can I say? Will I do it again? Probably not. Probably not like this. There will be a lot of changes to the masks coming up. Sorry about that. So, basically is what I'm trying to say, that I have improved a lot overall. This is way better than what I've done in the past, but what I can say I want to do differently is the jaw. I think I finally figured out the perfect formula to make the jaw actually open properly, because this one doesn't open. Since I'm see, we can call this pretty much a failure. This video needs to come out sooner than later, because well, I've had y'all waiting for quite a while at this point. So yeah, done and dusted. Next project. Sneak peek on the next project.